Oh, look at that. No mystery. No save your anger for another week, everybody. Washington is still number 5. They're 10-0,
Yeah.
which means
Florida State's 4.
4.
So
Michigan will be 3. And then we'll
here's the thing, though. We'll see what 2 and 1 that could flip. But like I am of the opinion, and I people might disagree with me. I do think if Washington beats Oregon State at Oregon State, they will deserve to jump Florida State. And folks, don't get mad because again, Florida State is in my opinion, is in control of its own destiny. Florida State is in control of its own destiny. Washington still has to play Oregon after that, and Ohio State and Michigan will knock one of the other ones out. So you're as long as you're in the top 5 right now, and no one-loss teams have jumped you, which hasn't happened, then you're in good shape as long as you keep winning.
Florida State officially 4th. That logo is there. Michigan is 3rd. Both teams 10-0. Michigan has to go at Maryland this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Florida State hosts North Alabama.
Yeah.
So, good for them. Good for us. So the 2, they're going to probably stretch this one out for a hot minute, I would assume. Try to create some
They got to get to that other basketball game. They can't wait too long.
That's true. Yeah, we got Kentucky and Kansas coming up after the break, kids.
Yep, that's right.
By the way, this is also your Wake Up Warchant podcast for Wednesday. We'll do Renegade Express on Thursday. So get your questions in over at the Tribal Council, warchant.com. Hit the thumbs up, too, by the way, if you're watching us. 770 of you staying up past curfew on a school night. That's awesome. Love it.
Cool to be relevant again, gang. Cool to see that logo in this conversation on this show.
What would we be talking about if Florida State was like 7-3 right now, Corey? Playing North Alabama. I mean, not in the playoff. Oh, Ohio State's 2.
There you go.
We called it. We know what we're doing on this show every now and then, kids.
Yeah.
React, Corey. The Georgia Bulldogs.
So let's just play out. Let's play out this scenario. So here's what I think happens. I think if Washington, and these are all big ifs, but if Washington, this is why some of this actually does matter. If Washington plays and beats Oregon State, I think they jump Florida State. So Florida State is 5 going into the regular season finale. Now, again, I'm just going on who's going to be favored. Let's say Florida State beats Florida. Mm-hmm. Let's say Michigan beats Ohio State. Mm-hmm. Well, then you're looking at a Final Four going into those ACC championship games, the conference championship games. That's Georgia, Michigan, Washington, Florida State. Mm-hmm. Meaning, if Georgia wins and beats Alabama and Florida State beats Louisville, you would almost certainly, unless Washington loses, which again is a big if because they're playing Oregon, they might be the underdog. You could be playing Georgia and New Orleans. Like if you're looking that far ahead, which I would suggest not doing, there's way too much football in tight, tough football games to be played. But I understand like that's the reason for this exercise. That's the reason for the whole show is to project what would happen if it ended today. And right now, if it ended today, which it doesn't, because again, Michigan and Ohio State play each other, Georgia and Florida State are playing each other in the Sugar Bowl.
I'm surprised. I'm pleasantly surprised, though. I thought maybe that extra ranked win against Utah this past weekend would have let Washington jump past Florida State. But hey, maybe they recognize the importance of that rivalry and that maybe Miami is a little bit better than their record indicates, possibly. So.
Well, I do think that whatever this even means when it comes to people in a room talking, I think that gap has shrunk. And then again, that is a big win if Washington can go get a win at Oregon State. That's a big win. That's a playoff game for them.
I agree with you. I'm shaking my head at the analytics they just showed. Somehow, I don't know. Ohio State's got like a 38th strength of schedule and Georgia's 70. I don't know how that's even possible, but I'm sorry to interrupt, Corey. Go ahead.
No, it's good. It's good. Well, yeah, that's winner of the Michigan-Ohio State game is going to be the playoffs. Yes, right. We know. And the loser won't be. These are all playoff games coming up. All of them. Like, if Alabama beats Georgia, they probably jump Georgia. They're probably in. Like, it's going to be fascinating. Maybe it's because I haven't had to pay attention for the last 5, 6, 7 years. I don't remember 5 undefeated teams this late in the season from Power 5 schools. Do you? This seems out of the ordinary.
Yeah.
And they all play each other.
Well,
they play somebody really good that's in the top 10.